Welcome to MSF Metabolomics, a website for annotation of mass spectroscopy mass over charge values. Here, on the interactive website, the threshold represents a range in which the mass over charge values within your raw data will be matched to an already annotated template. This threshold can be increased or decreased to match your needs. The ionization process refers to positive and negative mode ionization respectively. This area will be updated to include additional ionization methods in the future, but for now we process positive hydrogen ionization and negative hydrogen ionization. The input file will be raw data that you wish to annotate. An example file is shown here, and this will be available for file download. So the example file, sample input, is an Excel sheet as shown here with two distinct tabs, NEG, capital N, capital E, capital G, and POS, capital P, capital O, capital S, which represent negative and positive ionization respectively. The first three rows, row 1, 2, and 3, consist of headers. There may be dates, groups, or subject IDs as shown here. The first column is left empty, and the second column is where the app is most concerned with. We require all mass over charge data to begin at the second column, fourth row. The rest of the information regarding each row will be directly copied from the raw data and pasted as an output only if the M over Z is matched and annotated based on our provided internal template. Once the input files are arranged as shown here with negative and positive tabs labeled, this input file can then be selected from the Webapp. The selection can be made on your desktop or wherever the file is saved, and upon processing, the results will be tabulated. The results sheet has four main tabs as shown: annotated positive repeats, annotated positives, annotated negative repeats, and annotated negatives. In the annotated positives and annotated negatives, one can find the chemical metabolite abbreviations, the human metabolome database ID, PubChem ID, and monoisotopic masses of matched metabolite M over Z's from the raw data. It's important to note that from the positive mode, the M over Z values will be 1 higher than the monoisotopic mass because of the hydrogen added, and on the negative mode, the M over Z values will be 1 lower than the matched monoisotopic masses because of the hydrogen subtracted. The remaining columns, such as retention time and subjects, are again imported directly from the input Excel sheet, and the concentrations of each metabolite, as was provided from this sample input, are shown as well. Now one can choose to show however many rows they'd like per page, from 10, 25, 50, or all rows that were matched, and this information will be updated. Now, on the annotated positive repeats and annotated negative repeats, not just the closest mass over charge, but any row from the raw data that was within the provided threshold matching this abbreviated template metabolite is presented. So for example, this metabolite can be found in rows 1354 and rows 2906 within the 0.05 M over Z threshold that we had indicated initially. And these are also live links for the human metabolome database ID and the PubChem ID that can tell us, okay, what is that metabolite? We can look up the structure and we can cross-reference and double check, read about it, and understand where this information comes from to make sure it's validated. Furthermore, the data can be arranged according to any of the four provided additional parameters, whether in ascending or descending order, and additionally, data can be searched based on any parameter, the abbreviation, the PubChem ID, or etc. Finally, all of this information is easily downloadable via the download link, which will repeat all this information in an Excel format. Thank you for using our website.